I was muted. Okay. Hello, Midnight Coders, and welcome to a live stream where we're going to review some pretty poor code written by yours truly about a few years ago when I was young and about 6 foot tall. You know, now I'm all grown up 3 years later, still 6 foot tall, but feel like I'm 10. That's how we do it. So, I was gonna show off a little bit of the I was going to do a little bit with my um, RuneHero bot that I was doing, but as it turns out, I can't turn the thing on. So we're gonna play with it a little bit, and let me get my big old head out of here now that I've introduced. Cheers! I got a Bobo. Come say hi. Come say hi, Bobo. Come here. Come here. Say hi. Come, come say hi to the people. Yeah, there we go. Look, say hi to the people. Hello. You gonna be famous? Huh? You gonna be on camera? You're such a good dog. You're so chill. Like you're just chill. Yeah, there's people. Oh, camera shy. Oh no, heard a deer. There's a deer in the yard. All right. Now that we've had distraction moments and warm up and the dog meet, my little angel. It's called bring your kid to work day. There was my little kid, my little angel. All right, let's get me out of the way here and get on to some stuffs. We're not here to talk about me and a dog. Oh, that could be a show. Okay, so we got little Mike. There I am. Okay. So here is my problem. I got to make this big because nobody can see anything. Why is big, 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 big? Okay, now we're nice and big. Everybody can see and see what we're doing. So I was going to run this project, but every time I try to run the actual bot and turn the bot online, it crashes. So it keeps telling me that it's trying to connect, and then it's saying that the token is invalid. I have confirmed, and I will confirm with you that I did go through my Discord bot, reset the password, or reset the token. I've reevaluated it. I don't know. I did notice that earlier in the day, Discord's API had some service issues, so there may be an issue with their bot. But I tried a few different bots. I tried to think it's it's not working for me today. It just can't work. It's not. Okay, going in a rabbit hole. So I instead we are going to take a poke through it, but I sadly can't turn on the bot, so we can't do a live play, which I'm actually really saddened about because I was itching to do a live play. But instead, I can turn on the back end. We can fire up the you can fire up the services here, and we can dive into our browser, log into our thing. I think that's sure that it might be. Now we notice there are no users because my database got wiped. Shops, there are none. Items, there are because I imported them. And game NPCs, we have a bunch of these because I went through and added these. I also added some funky stuff in here. So, okay, guys. So here's this. So if we're in here, I can set up the animal. I can give it a name. I can set its health to whatever I want, go through its stuff, and I can come down here and I can create drop tables. So here I can see what they always drop, what their common loot is, and no, they don't really have anything else. But I could add items to it. I could simulate some kills over here. You know, let's go with a random amount. Let's let my mouse wheel go free. That seems like a good number. And it looks like I got some pretty shit loot. My RNG is not good. Not good at all. So the idea is we can browse through just about any amount of these NPCs that I got. There are a couple hundred or 47 in total, but they're themed after the game RuneScape. Shout out to Jagex. Um, so this is like some of their and big bosses that I kind of copied in here. Again, we've got their stats, their max hit, combat stats, experience earned per kill, which is basically 4 times whatever the hit points is. That's just a thing that gets added, calculated. Um, I can go through and manage this. I can manage the different items that I have here. I've got a variety of them, but some of them have stats, some of them don't. You can change the whatever equipment it is that they have. Um, and so this this was a fun little project that took me a while to build initially, but it was a lot of fun. And if you're actually in my Discord, you can. Well, I was gonna say never mind that you can do this, but alas, the Discord bot is down. Fuck, I wish that was gonna work. Anyway, um, so I can come in here, I can add new shops, um, add whatever kind of shop I want, or I can. No, I never did do the advanced JSON part. I was going to do an advanced part where I could just bulk dump in a JSON string, but here I can go through here and give it a shop ID. We'll probably think we might start. I think we started out with 0. To be fair, I don't remember what we actually started out with. That's why I got the project open though, Mike. This is why we have a project. It's not the reason, but here we go now. Okay, so I need shop IDs. So there's the general store at 0, so this would be yield general store is store create. I don't know why you want to translate English to English, but sure, translate English to English. Um, back to basics. What? Oh, because I was in the advanced view. Okay, and then there's yeah, no, okay. Anyway, then we're gonna have shop number 2, which I think is ID 1, which is Bob's Axes. Oh, there it is, Bob's Axes, not a general store. Do that, go back. And I just generally fly through here and add more things. So this would be Varrock Sword Shop. So Sword Shop, back, add another one. This one is going to be 0, 1, 2. This one would be 3. And it will be Zaf Swords, Zaf Wands, whatever I called it. And then we got 4, which is Lowe's Archery, and then I got to go through and fill up some of these guys with items. But I'm so annoyed that the bot's not turning on. That's actually really frustrating. Hoback's Armory, and then of course I don't have the rest of these ones added in because I put them in later. But 6 is the fishery. Or do I have the fishery in here? Maybe not. Oh yeah, there it is. Fishy business. Why can't I take the fishy business? There we go. And this puts me at 7. And this was the Slayer equipment. Slayer equipment, back, new. Puts me up to 8. And this was the other Slayer's point store. Okay, back, do this. Now we're up to 9. And this is Harry's fishing shop. And that's all the shops that I've got. Next thing to do is go through and fill them with items, but that's That's something that I've been sniping off of the RuneScape wiki to fill up that batch. So this is where I would come into OSRS and look up general store. I'm gonna go into the general store. Okay, so back turns into back to basics. That's what that is. Okay, not now. Indonesian? Indonesian is what you think this website is? Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right, so in here we're looking for, I think, is there a pot? No, it's lobster pot. Jug, empty pack, shears. Nope. Um, you do need a tinder box in here. And I'm just going to say 5 because I don't actually know what. I don't really know what else to put it in there. What do you have it as? 2. Okay, so we're going to have 2 of those. And we got a chisel. Chisel, we got 1 of those. Add an item. We're going to go with, what was that? Spade. Oh, I don't have a spade, okay. A hammer. You have to add that one. Okay, and then I think I also, because this was right here, I added a fishing net, I think it was that I added here. Okay, and then we're gonna go back, we're gonna go Bob's axes. Jesus. Okay, so Bob's axes, we're gonna add in a bronze pickaxe. Apparently 5 of them. And this is probably a really boring part, is me just doing this. And I do apologize that it's very boring. I really wish that I could have had this thing turned on so that you guys could have actually like been in my Discord and played this while I like actually picked at it, because it is honestly a really fun game. Um, I say that now, but like, sure it is, Mike. I just can't play it. Um, I sit here and talk to myself. If anybody happens to want to jump in with me and have a conversation live, I am in my Discord. It is you will be streamed, so just be aware that if you wish to jump in and have a chat with me, you will be obviously streamed. Um, but feel free to jump in with me, have a conversation, have a chit chat while I do some aimless data entry. I really need to make a way to export this all of these stores to a JSON file so that I can re-import them later. Because basically, what happened was I had a thing where that's all the axes that are in there. I had this issue where I wound up um, I updated my funny enough, I updated my Docker desktop, and when I did so, it it was like it made me update. I forget the version, but when I did it, it pooched all my containers, and every one of my containers got deleted. I was kind of pissed, and in doing so, I could not reconnect to the previous database that had my users in it and all that, so I couldn't even export that. I still have the data somewhere in one of my things. I can't fish it out, and it's kind of frustrating. Kind of frustrating. It's super frustrating. Super frustrating. steel sword. I'm sure this is really entertaining to watch me do this. This game was in this Discord bot started out as a fun little uh it started out as a fun gambling bot actually, where you would just more or less gamble people and get money, and then I decided to add some RPG aspects, and it kind of evolved and kept going and kept going and evolved from doing work to being able to fight monsters and fight the combat system actually started out as a it started out its life as a flower poker. Um, I really can't just start typing sword, myth, sword. Okay, mithril, sword. Um, oh yeah, I just recently added a bunch of things, and by recently I mean like, I don't know, a month ago, 2 months ago. I added the ability to, or the feature where you actually have to have the respected level to actually equip said weapons. Because before you used to be able to just all willy-nilly buy an adamant sword from the shop, or buy the top gear, and just directly um, and you were able to just directly. Which one of these is lower? Wooden wand. There we go. What was I saying? I get distracted easily, apparently. That's funny. So 15 wooden oak for the wand, yeah, willow comes. Willow and then magic, apparently. Uh, 3, that's willow, and magic, 1. If I can spell, oh my god, I can't spell things right. Oh, yeah, we'll say we got that. Archery, oh my god, I hate doing this. Honestly, I wish I would, if anybody actually wants to work with me, I got a few projects that I wouldn't mind getting a little help with. It's not, it wouldn't be legit paid work because I can't afford to pay myself, let alone pay someone else. But I can use some help. All you have to know is Java, Spring Boot, and a little bit of JDA. Okay, so bronze. Do I not have bronze arrow? Oh, bolt is what I'm looking for because I have cross. So I don't have any arrow actual things. So bolts, we're gonna say 2K. Bronze bolts, iron bolts, and we'll say steel bolts. Okay. And I'm gonna say, crossbow, which is bronze crossbow. Yeah, bronze. Iron crossbow. Iron steel. Steel crossbow. And you know what? I'm gonna give it steel mithril. Stick that mithril crossbow in there too, why not? Okay. And that should be enough for it for now. Hovok's Armory. Okay, so I don't have chainmail, so we're going with bronze plate body. Three of those boys. Iron plate body, we got one of those bad boys. Plate body. One of those. Iron legs. Plate legs. One of those. Studded body. One of those. And a studded chap. One of those. Cool, that works for me. This fishery one. This one here had a fishing net. I'm just gonna say 4 of those. Fishing nest. I'm gonna say a big fishing net. Again, we'll say 4 of those. Harpoon. Harpoon, we'll put in 4 of those. Why not? Come back up here. What else do we need? Lobster pot. We all need pot. I'm gonna say another 4 of those. What else goes in here with this here? There's the net, harpoon. Do we have a fishing rod? I don't know if we do. We do have a fishing rod. Okay, so we'll add in some fishing rods. And we have bait. No, we do not have bait. Okay, so those are going to be things I'm going to have to add in as more items too. And we come back to stuff like this. So Slayer equipment. Okay, that's going to be a fun store. Because we don't have half the shit that we need for that. The Slayer points. And Harry's fishing shop. I don't really remember what the hell goes in that. What's in Harry's fishing shop? Basically the same thing as the other one. Okay, cool. So we're gonna say net. Say fishing net. Sure, 3. That's the number my finger was on. We'll say what is it? Rod. Fishing rod. Fishing rod. Hand fingers on 3 again. Harpoon. Harpoon. We got a few of those. Lobster pot. A few of those bad boys. Fishing bait I need to add later, and this also has a fishing net, a big fishing net. And then I'll have to add in some others. Okay, cool. So that about does it for that. So now I can come back in here, come back in there, go back here. And this we can, for all intents and purposes, turn off. So there's not a whole lot that can be done with RuneHero tonight, unfortunately, just because of the way that I can't turn the damn bot online. So instead, we're gonna pop into here, and this is a project that I've been picking at. It's a Spring Boot project. So it's this one here is a About a week ago or so, I made a Java roadmap for new developers to get their feet in the door, so that they can figure out what it is that they need to do for figuring out like, I mean, new to Java. What is Java? What are variables? Where do I go? What is this? What is DSA? What is a data structure? What is an algorithm? What is big O? What is O of n squared? Why is that bad? Why is one O of n one good? Why is O of n log n? What the hell is log n? What does that mean? How do 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 do? And I made a roadmap that explained all these things and all these concepts, and eventually, throughout the course of the roadmap, we talked about this fictitious dev cafe. And the idea behind it was hoping that somebody would take that and build it out. So here I am actually building it out. I started this the other day, and the idea is that I'm not using a microservice design. I'm using a Spring Modulith design, and I'm fairly new to it, which is why you haven't caught a video on my channel yet. Keep subscribed for that, and I will definitely hit one up at some point soon. But I'm trying to understand it because it seems like it's basically a different way of thinking, in that I'm used to microservices where everything is off in its own isolated world doing its own thing. But this essentially takes that microservice network and condenses it into um, a single monolithic application, but instead of everything inside of that application is modularized, in that each thing is a feature. So if you notice here on the left, I have things like uh, customers. On all of my customer stuff is in here. Stuff that is related to customers, and then I have this API section that exposes some aspects for other areas of the application, to be able to interact with things in it. Same thing for employees, for products, for security. I did the same thing. For users, I follow the same suit. For web, I'm doing something similar. And so the idea here is that you will be able to run this application, and once it turns on, of course, this is going to take a minute. There we go. So, okay, so it's online. I can come here and yay, something. Um, but then I can go to admin, and I can see on the admin page here that I've got 3 products that I threw in here, which are just these here. I'm supposed to have a view, but I don't actually have that page yet. I have a products page where we can see the individual products. We can add a new product if we want. We can come in and we can edit products if we wanted to. I don't have the view page again. There's going to be a customers spot where I can manage customers, but I haven't gotten that far. Same thing with employees. I haven't gotten that far. But there's an overall dashboard here that gives you an idea of everything that's in there. Um, Now, when I take this to a little bit further, the products are going to be able to be broken down into something different than they are right now, because the idea is that we're going to be a coffee shop. So we're going to be selling coffee, baked goods, this, that, and the other thing. So things are going to have like a name, an image, description, and maybe an ingredients section, and maybe like a health section for things like, how many calories are in this beverage, or how many this or that. Anyway, we're gonna sort of model that out as we go, and so um, yeah, and I'm gonna make it so that I need to add an event system in here as well, so that all these things can subscribe to different events, so that like when a registration happens inside of the authorization controller. Oh, I'm already in here. So like, for example, right now, when you register, it simply attempts to save you, and if it does, it redirects you to the login page so you can log in. If you're already existed, it takes you right back to the register page with an error of identity, so that the controller can be like, yo, that user already exists, you can't do it. If the password is bad or mismatched, 'cause I don't have that feature added yet, but I will, then I'm going to add the same thing here, where it's going to double check to see that, and if like, it'll throw another, because right now if we come in here, this has one implementation, which just simply, if the user already exists, we throw this error. So my other thing is going to be if the I'm going to take the um, I need to take the password and a repassword because I haven't added the repassword yet. And I need to make it so that I want to double check if the two passwords don't match, throw um, another exception, but more specific. And then I need to, which you know what, fuck it, let's do that right now. Let's expand on this right now instead of just talking about, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. Let's just dive in and do it. So we're gonna come into here and we're gonna go into the registration request, which has a password, which I'm going to double this up, and we're now going to call this repassword. Um, and I need to add a comma there. There we are. Okay, and now the next thing we need to do, because this gets used inside of our, cool. All right, so now we're going into our, why is there so many things open? Okay, so register. We have password, so now we're going to double this up, drop this down, and this is going to be repassword. So we're going to copy that, do this, do this, do this, do this, and we're going to say repassword. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be fine for that. And the auth controller will take that in because it's a model attribute. It's going to handle mapping this. So now we're going to come into here, into our implementation, and we're going to check to see if, how is it, request dot password dot, yeah, where is it is equal, I guess, equals repassword. So if these don't happen, then we are going to um, throw new password mismatch exception. Um, and that should clean that up. And then we're going to add that up here as well. So we're going to add this to the exception of known conniption fits that we throw, so that when we go in here, we can now double down on this bad boy, and we can say password mismatch. Response is this, boom, identity is, the error is password. So now I can then say, okay, your passwords don't match. But now, because we have this going on, I'm going to come in here, secure. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it in here. So in here, we're going to make a new Java class. This is going to be an exception, which is just literally going to be, did I really miss? Oh my goodness. There we go. Clean that up. So there we go. That's going to make all things happy there. And because this is going to redirect to register, which comes into here. So now I need to come up here, and the error is just going to be this, I guess, for now. And we'll just see what comes of it. So now if we rerun this, really? Oh, you didn't? This part didn't update? Come on now, import class. Okay, so that's going to take care of that. Okay, otherwise we're going to hash the password and everything's going to be cool. So if we rerun this as expected, and I do apologize, I need to do something. Ooh. I hear my alarm going off on my phone. Check my sugars. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to pop into here, and if we come into /register, we're greeted with this. So we're going to say nickname, password is this, and password rematch is going to be that. Then we're going to say register. And it came back with identity. Oh, because the user already exists, right? Okay. So, yeah. Shit. Okay. Yeah, I need to take some insulin, guys. I do apologize. This is just going to take me a quick second. Override, man, if you want to jump in and have a chat with me, dude, feel free. Okay. Sugars are high. Had to take a shot of insulin. Joys of being diabetic. That's a whole other mental hurdle that I have, is being diabetic. That's something that's been a huge hurdle in my life all along. It's been yeah. Anyway, okay, so that should work, and theoretically, I should be able to. Where is my thing? I should be able to go over and go /login, and I should be able to log in. Can I? Ooh, look at that. 401. Why am I getting a 401? Off login. The hell did I get a 401 for? Okay, let me go and see. I don't need the user service or the registration. Auth controller. Okay, we're going to get rid of this. Take a look at the login flow. So login flow, what do we got going on here? Authenticated user. We're going to go ahead and use the authentication manager to produce an authenticated user with the username password authentication thing, passing in the username, the identity, and the password hash. We're then going to go look up the user identity based on the name we got here, and if we don't find it, we're going to throw a connection to it. If we do have it, we're going to stick it in the security context. Okay, okay. So if I go into my login, okay. Form is going to auth login. Aha! Bitch needs to go to API auth. Like, do it again, but better. Okay, so at the login page. Fuck off, Windows. Login page. Okay, now I'm going to an unsupported. Oh, damn it. Okay, so auth controller. Yeah. Copy the. So, good thing to point out here. When it comes to logging in, you're getting past JSON in a specific format. You're getting handed it in just a raw WWH application, WXXX. You're getting just a regular payload thing. So if you have a request body in your authentication flow, it's not going to work because it's going to throw a conniption fit that mapping it is going wrong. So what you want to do is use this thing called at model attribute, and the model attribute is going to actually take whatever JSON payload comes in, and it's going to map the keys and the values inside of that big JSON payload to whatever object that you hand it. So it's the same. It's kind of like saying it's the same thing as request body because you're being specific, except this allows you to take in anything and convert it to JSON and then map it. So it's actually a much better way, in my opinion. But also, you'll notice how I just got a flag there. And if I scroll over, you'll see that this is a mismatch because I'm getting application X triple W form URL encoded is ultimately what I wind up getting back. So now if I rerun this with a model attribute and we come back in here and I go back to my login page um, and I try to set this up now, error, identity cannot be blank. Why is my identity? Because my identity is username. Ah, that's why. Okay. Again, my bad. So now I come in here and I need this to be identity because this needs to match um, for the JSON payload because that's what the variable coming in is. So that's why it said I had nothing. So let me just rerun this again. I'm terribly sorry, terribly sorry. So now if I do this again and hit login, it's still going to tell me that it can't be. Okay, so why is that? If I refresh this, there we go. Got it, baby. We're logged in. Look at that. Look at that. Here we are logged in, identity, Glabe, this. And now that worked like that because I didn't go back into here. And what I need to do here is not just return the user, I need to return a status. And that status needs to be HTTP status of C other. And then I need to do dot location, and we're just going to go back to the home page once we're logged in. So now if I rerun this, and we come back to our login page and I reload, refresh, and log in, we go back to our home page. Success, baby. And that is Spring authentication in a nutshell. So that right there allows me to and you know what? I'm not even using this user now that I've created it, or now that I've authenticated and found the person. All I've done was actually no. Did I even? I should be doing this first, technically. Although no, because I am technically doing this. I'm still doing all of this. I'm just not using the user that's logged in. Okay. Authenticated. What about no? Okay. So authentication dot um. They're already authenticated. Yeah, I don't need to do that already. I already set the authenticated. Yeah, no, I guess I'm good. Yeah, I just using this, I guess, more of a check. Okay. Um, so now, what is my next thing? I need to get the home page looking a little bit different because the home page looks like garbage. Which is probably my header. My header also looks like shit. But the header's not added to the index page. That's right. Oh yeah, and I have a products page too that I haven't tested. Where does this guy go? Oh yes, it's just slash products. So if I go back into the home page here and we go into the local this and it's turned off, Mike, turn it on. Everything works better when it's turned on. No power, no play. Okay, so now we're going to go to slash products. Oh, no, slash products, and you can see that we have some products on display. Now, our home page should look the same, but I don't really have any skill to do this, so our home page just looks like this. But I mean, that being said, I also didn't add a header, which if I go into here and snipe this, I should. Da, 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 da. Oh, you don't have the header either. Oh no, but you take it in through this. Take it in through this. Listen to that. Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay. This is what I need. Do this on index. Replace. And I need that. Okay. Okay. So now if I redo that, do I get the... Sorry, part of this HTML I pulled from another project because I did not want to, of course, because I didn't want to deal with something. Why do you not like links? What? You know what? Copy this, paste this bitch here. We're just gonna say, hello, midnight coders. Cool, 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 cool. This is gonna be Midnight Coder Cafe. Sure. So now if I rerun this bitch, go to the home page. Cool. Now, why is CSS not working for all the other shit? That is should be in layout. Yeah, base header. Okay, so why is the header and footers not working on these other ones? Do I need to actually bring that in? It's been a while since I've done this. No, why are you still ugly? Nah, don't like you. What else do I need? Do I need base? Oh, is that what I need? Static CSS. Do I need base? Wait, that's my problem. I never copied the damn CSS. Good job, Mike. All right, let me go snipe this from my other project. Where the hell are you? Midnight Coder, there you are. And CSS. CSS fragments. That might explain why they don't work. The CSS ain't there. There's no CSS to CSS, and this is why I hate CSS so much. I don't like it. If you like CSS, you're an oddball. That's all I can say. There we go. Now it looks somewhat working. So now I got this, which comes into here, which doesn't have there, and log in and sign up. And cool. Cool, 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 cool. Now products, on the other hand. Products needs a little loving. Okay. So let me attempt to do this inside a product. So we're going to do that. And then index has this th block fragments. So I'm going to copy that. We're going to go into products. I'm going to drop this bitch in here. Product is going to go in there. Those are going to go away. Rerun this and see if products has a proper layout. 500, of course. Content, okay. That's right. Okay, so this, this, index. Okay, try this again. I forget that I had a specific layout done for this. Okay, okay. Now what are we forgetting? So have content. Oh, missing scripts at the bottom. Okay. Knew I was missing something. So at the bottom, we drop scripts in, rerun this, and everything should be hunky-dory. There we go. Products kind of go in a weird way now, but that's okay. That's okay. Now the header, I can get rid of that image because that image does not need to be there. There we go. Okay, do this. Okay, that doesn't look bad at all. Cool. And I can toy with that also. Okay. Crafty. So now, um, hmm. Get rid of the nickname, and that's just for the hover button. I'm curious. Let's see. Actually, we still going? We still cooking live? We're still good? We're still good? Go to the live login page. Let's log in. Let's log in. Ooh, look at that. We're back here. We're back here. So now, that's what I need to do in here is I'm going to go back into my site map and so well, index product index thing. So now, ooh, how do I put that into the security context from they added it to the security context. So how would I get the authenticated user from um where the fuck is my okay okay, what I got here? Yeah. Custom user details. Yeah. I did that. Yeah, I got them in here. User details, yeah. Spring security configuration. Okay, yeah, okay. And then user logged in users information. Okay. Authorize has role. That's for this here. Oh, okay. That's what it is. Principal dot first name last. Okay. Okay. Take this and go into the header and I need to pass in this. That is Spring Security 6 now, I believe. I forget what that is. Um, I don't want JavaScript. Header, header. I am looking for. I'm not using second there. Shoot. There we go. Had that wrong. Okay, so let me just pop in here now and see if I can get this to display the username if I log in. Oh, right, because that doesn't even update. Um, okay, I gotta go through a better login system clearly. Awesome, dude. Awesome. I love the name. So this is sort of kind of a personal project. Well, it is a personal project, but it's going to be an open source project when I'm done with it here. I'm going to be making a push to it later on tonight. But the idea is that there's a whole lot of roadmaps out there, and I wrote this Java roadmap for beginners to take you from absolutely nothing to a Spring Boot hero, and everything in between, from variables and data structures to databases to connections to security to web application. I take you through the full scope in a roadmap, and during that roadmap, on that journey, we are basically walking through this theoretical cafe um, that we have products and users, and we sell coffee, and we have all this, and we have a web app and a CLI that people can connect to via SSH to connect into it, or they can go to the website and place an order, and we'll send it out and deliver, kind of like DoorDash. But the idea is just to make a service, make a cafe, make a service that structures people around Spring 7, Spring Boot 4.1 point late, and um, also to walk people through like Java 25 plus. Right now I'm using 25, but I can't wait to toy with 28 a little bit more. I might actually bump this up to 28 just so that I can toy with the Project Valhalla features because I was toying with that the other day and oh god, it's good. I love it. The improvement in speed just oh my god, the memory footprint on one of my projects was just amazing just by turning it on. But anyway, that's the whole other thing. This is a project that is going to be open source, so anybody that they want can download it, toy with it, play with it, and get a feel for modern Java with modern Spring, and go through the motions. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for viewing, dude. I appreciate that. Okay, so I got that working, and now what do I need? What do I need? What do I need next? I need to be able to way to add a cart. Ooh. Okay, so a cart. Okay, no, I need a way to view my products. I wish I You know what? Okay. I need a way to view my actual product, and I'm gonna copy this, and we're gonna say product view, and I believe I have an admin product form. Um, that's not an individual product. I don't even want to do this. Should we just get fucking AI to write this for me? This junior level shit. I don't want to do this. Wait, what? Not above it. So this is product view, and in here we're gonna do some form of sure. We're gonna say this div. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What do I want this to look like? I don't even know. So some people hear me talk about how I do pen and paper stuff all the time, and like, so I've got this notepad that this like notepad thing book, and I jot down all my ideas and all my um, like I'll sketch out. Oh wow, this was a fun thing that I was mocking up one day for my ticket thing in my oh you can't even see that. No, you probably can't. Oh, anyway, I can't show you, but it is a I was drawing up a thing for what I wanted the website to look like. I don't know if you guys can see that or not before the camera glitches it out, but it kind of a mock-up of what I wanted all the products to look like, and I haven't actually. Well, that was when I was talking about that. Where was that satellite thing? Um, I'm trying to figure out what I want the actual product to look like, but I can't. I suck when it comes to. You know what? I'm gonna get AI to do this. Let's attempt this. Um, um, okay, okay, okay. I need. What am I even doing? Okay, I need to put a product. Where's my product? Because I want to be super lazy about this. I'll take this. Okay. So I'm gonna say I want this to be stuck in here, wherever the hell it went. Product view? Yeah, this. Okay. Okay. So let's pop open yield jippity. I think so. Yeah. And we're gonna say this. No, I'm not gonna say that. What am I gonna say? I need to display a single product on a page with an e-com style. Da da da. This here. Yeah, that's right. I'm totally attempting to see if I can vibe code this. Okay. This is my page template. Copy. I hear that this is really good at it, and we're gonna find out just how good this is. All right, give me something I can work with, Jippity. You know, awesome, dude. We're gonna take a look. What can I call you that's not awesome? Effung? Effie. I'm gonna call you Effie. Effong? Awesome Effung? Effing? Effing? I don't know. I feel weird calling you awesome. All right, so let's take a look and see what this looks like. I'm just gonna blindly copy this, paste it in here. We're gonna rerun this. Hope nothing crashes and burns. Okay, so we're gonna open this up, go to a product, and I can't click on it. Okay, so we're gonna go to admin products, and we're gonna attempt to view a product. No, you're still gonna, why are you still, 405, what? Oh, get is not supported, what? What do you mean get is not supported? Products. Oh, because I don't have a product view. Oh. Is that what? Okay, where am I? Whoa, stop. Okay, let's pop into this admin products view. Let's edit view admin products. Ah, it's a different. That's a view it in an admin part. Okay. Well, in that case, I need to take this guy, go into the single product view. Wait, this is the single product view. What am I talking about? What the fuck? Okay, so this is the single product view. Ah, this needs to go through. Yeah, okay. So duplicate this products slash, I'm going to say ID path variable ID. Okay, so now I just need to double check that I'm not looking to find all products. I'm looking to find a specific product, which is in my was in my admin controller. Okay, so admin controller, admin dashboard, admin products, product new, product ID. Okay, so product service update. Oh, that's why that was there, because this was an update one, but it's a UUID that I'm looking for. Okay, okay. So there's going to be a UUID of ID. And product service, we are going to say find by ID, convert to list, but I don't need to convert it to a list. It's going to be just a single entity, and it's going to be a product, 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 and product. Did I call it product view or products view? What did I call you? Product view. There we go. Try this again. Oh yeah, I didn't actually make these. Right, okay, I didn't actually make those things clickable. So products. Description. Blah, 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 okay. Oh, okay, let me see if that adds a view button for myself. There we go. Little cute view button. And now I get a 500 host on fire. Oh my god, the host is on fire. What's going on? Okay, so is there no? Okay, so now I gotta go just fixing shit. Okay. So product view. What? Yeah, product is this, and product is what? Oh, Jesus. What? So I'm finding by, which gives me a product, and I'm converting it to a product to a product DTO. Yeah, okay. And the product DTO has, yeah, okay. So how is that product name not there? What? Name description for what? I'm so confused. Why do you set the host on fire? Then because name is not available. Why is name not available? And why did that didn't trip? Because I'm not in fucking. Oh my god. What? Okay, what the fuck? There's no way I gotta do this way. Like, that's just fucking ridiculous. Okay, so now I got an actual DTO. What the hell? So now did the host go on fire? No, the host did not light on fire. In fact, I've got a pretty shitty view of my thing, but it looks pretty fucking sexy because I got it working. Oh. This is why it's great to just do it and theoretically not get AI to do it, but yet I got AI to write the HTML because I don't do front end. I'm not a front end guy. If you're a front end dev, thumbs up to you, hats off. I tip my hat, I tip my keyboard. You're a fucking legend. If you're a vibe coder, then fuck yourself. So theoretically, I need to make this add cart button work, or this add cart, yeah, this add cart button work. Need to add us up a so that we can add this to a cart. Got to figure out this login part because right now I'm technically anonymously going to try to buy this. So I'm going to do this, and we're going to add a shopping cart up here somewhere, maybe next to products. I'll add a cart icon thing, but I'm starting to need some coffee. I'm gonna step away for a quick second here, guys, and get some coffee on the go. And once I come back into the scene, we'll see. We'll dive into what's next here because I want to get a little further in. Um, the so the login page we're gonna have to fix and finish. That is it. That's for sure. But for now, I kind of want to roll with this anonymous buying of coffee. So now that I have a way to put products up, in the store, which will be basically coffee and pastries and this and that, and I'm gonna need a way to categorize things. So I think I'm gonna have to add a product category to our products, and I think we're gonna have to store those as a as an enum type so that we can keep track of things like whether they're hot beverages or whether they're this or that, um, or beverages or pastries, sorry. And yeah, that'll be a thing. Maybe we'll set up that, and then we'll get into a little bit of magic where we start talking about generics and showcasing how easy it is to set something generically, and go through a little bit of data sources, data structure. We'll touch on displaying some of those habits. I'm sorry, I'm just in the kitchen right now making coffee. All right, and because this is live stream, y'all are about to witness some stuff that I probably shouldn't do. But so for now, we're gonna edit our um we're gonna edit some of our models because they need a little bit of fixing. They need a little bit of fixing up. Um, our user is, I believe we're gonna need to create a profile for them. Um, and the profile is going to be able to be associated with anonymous. So I do want to make it so that anonymous is a type or is an available option. But um, okay, put this away, turn this off, get rid of some of this nonsense, and there we go. Okay, so we need to add some stuff to here. Um, and actually, I'm gonna make my life easier because a lot of people, some people just don't like doing. Oh, I did this as a Gradle project. What? Cool. So we're gonna make my life easier, and I'm gonna add in Lombok. But because we're also technically working with the website, and I don't want to constantly stop and start, stop and start, stop and start my website, we're also going to turn on Spring Boot DevTools. So I'm going to bring both of these into the project, and these two things are going to be slightly game changer and speed up processes. So did that add them? I think it added them. Um, so we're going to pop in here. We're going to do a little refresh of our project so that I can now come in here. Yeah, baby. Replace with getters. Replace with setters. Oh, no, 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 no. Getter setter, baby. Light 'em up, 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 we on fire. Light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, 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 I'm on fire. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so we've got the name, the description, the price. Um, we're also going to be including um, there's so many things that we can add to this. Um, I don't think I'm actually creating those. Pre-update, that's updating that, but I'm not actually updating. Ah, okay, so I didn't actually. So we're gonna go with. I didn't do pre-persist. Created at is now, and then this updated is also equal to now. That's better. That's better there. Up, up, light 'em up, light 'em up on the fire. Light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up on the fire. What's the problem? What's the problem? Cannot find symbol. Oh, annotation processing did not get turned on. What? Okay. So these brought Lombok did not turn on annotation processing. Is that how I turn that on? I forget now. Um, Ah, recent projects. Were you a POM or an XML? What were you? You were a POM.xml. Fuck. You know what? Google. Gradle annotation processor. Lombok. Cool. So it is just that simple. And I probably could have just did this. And that probably would have worked. I was onto something there. See? There we go. Unable to find. What? What do you mean unable to find main class? Why do you do this to me, sweetheart? Where are we at? Oh, sweet Jesus, baby. Why do you do this to me? Why must you? So we're going with application, run. Really? Unable to find main class. Okay. Okay. What? No way. Oh, you're gotta be kidding me. Okay. So, as it turns out, what? What am I missing for dev tools? So something is missing for the dev tools for development only. Um, I think I have to get rid of that for now because it's not finding the main method to be able to rerun and restart, hence restart main. Um, so now if okay, I should be able to go back to just running this normally. Yeah, so I'm not that worried about the dev part anymore, the dev tools, because that's just going to break something. However, now I've got Lombok in here, so now I can make my life a little bit easier with these some of these things. So we're going to be doing a bit of an upgrade to our system here as well. Okay, so um, we're going to get out of here, out of the resources for now. We're going to go back into here. So products, um, product and product DTO. Since the DTO is just that, we're going to slide that off to here. Okay. Um, okay, what do I want to see when the product comes up? I need all this information. I'm going to need an image, which I'm not using now, so we're just going to ignore that. Um, yeah, the cart. Okay, so we have an image, name, description, um, price. I think that's fine. Whatever. Um, so there's going to be a customer. Okay, so the customer is also going to be something that I'm going to be um, getter setter, get rid of that because I really wanted to get rid of a lot of this. Like all of that was just so beautiful to get rid of. Um, Now the other thing I am going to have to do here is copy this bad boy, and I'm going to slap it in here so that the customer's created and update also gets persisted, um, which if I wasn't doing this in the modulith way, I would have a base entity, and that base entity would contain things like the UID and all of these bits and bobs that I have to rewrite 1,000 times so that I can just focus in on what needs to be there. But anyway, now we have our customer view or our customer, which that's the other thing I need to do is after people get logged in, have them so that they can go to their profile. So I am going to have to make a profile page, and okay, um, um, okay, that's doable. That's doable. Um, okay, so customer in order to okay, so I need to make it so that there's a cart. Products are gonna have a cart, I guess. I'm gonna have a cart. Okay, and the cart is going to be what am I gonna be? How am I doing the cart? How am I doing the cart? Doing the cart. Where did I do it before? I did this for a holy shit, there's a lot of stuff in here. I did it for a TJ thing. Huh. I don't even know where that code went. Not the 8-bit. I don't think that was it. I'm trying to remember how I did the shopping cart in one of my other demos. So the cart itself is going to have a list of products in it. It's going to have a use. Yeah, okay. So the cart is going to have an ID, which I'm going to have it be the generated UUID. Okay, we're going to have that. I'm going to have a private list of products. And this is going to have a one-to-many, and I will map it by cart, I suppose. Why not? And then I'm going to have to come into product, and product is going to have a way to track a cart. Cart. Why is that? Why am I calling that final, Mike? Okay, and now this needs a join many to. No, this is, yeah, many items can have one cart. Okay, many to one attribute. Is that wrong, or do I have this the other way around? No, many D's can be one. Yeah, okay. Not many to many to one. Okay. But now, why is that wrong? I forget. Um, well, alright, Google. Yeah, so like what? I'm so confused by that. I'm so confused. 'Cause this has a thing, and this says that a basic attribute's not allowed. Okay, then I'm gonna tell you that you're many to one. And you tell me that many to one is not. I feel like that's bullshit. Okay, so we're gonna pop into cart, and it's gonna have cart ID, which is sure. Okay. Um. So if I rerun this, please don't blow up my face. Uh, this is also supposed can be nullable. Um. Shit, that can be null. How do I tell this that it can be null? You know what? Oh, it's more advanced thing. Fuck. Where's my buddy Zen? Um, you know what? Let's ask GPT. There you go. You gave me a page. Let's see if you can do me anything better. Where are we at? New chat. Chat plus. Okay, so this is my cart. Come on, come on. So, is an entity. Yeah, okay, so cart needs to look something like this. And it is. So it's just a false positive. Yeah, okay. That's okay, so that is what I thought. This is just a false positive. Fuck you. Getting my heart going, thinking I'm wrong, making me think that I'm wrong. You bitch. However, oh shit, did I that's why this is oh my god. There we go. Forgetting that stuff on the top. Look at me go. Sweating it. There we go. So we're turned on. We're good. Um, so now I have a cart, and I can theoretically throw products into cart. So now when I'm on the page and I click the button to add card, it's going to send off something to an API controller. That API controller is going to be inside of here, which, funny enough, is this. So I'm going to have this go off to API, products, posting, and I'm going to have one in here. It's going to be a post request, and it's going to be something to the effect of adding an item to a cart. So we're going to say post mapping products. This is going to be slash cart. Okay, and then we're going to say add item to cart. I'm actually going to make this a model attribute, as we learned earlier. Yeah, and that is going to so this is going to come in, and I can get rid of this side now. It's going to take in the model, the product DTO, and we're essentially going to add it to the cart and return the user response entity dot status of http dot see other, and then we're going to say, okay, location that we're going to point this person to, oops, is going to be url.create slash products. So we're going to put them right back to the products page after they've added the item to the cart. And then from there, we're just going to build that out. Now, to be fair, I should probably point out that this is going to need a way to know. So this is going to take in cart. I feel like I should take in a parameter for this one, and I should find out whether or not this is going to be being, because, okay, if we turn the page, if we on the website and we go to the site and we look at it, okay, we're great. Product. Right now, if we see the product here, I'm eventually going to add an add cart here, which is going to add it to the cart. But right now, though, the way to do it is right here. You add the item to the cart, and then I guess the idea is to reload the page. But I don't know how to reload the page. So we're going to do this, and I need to take in the product ID. So products, and then it's going to be slash dot concat product ID. Do you not have the product ID? Product ID. There we go. There we go. So that should retake them back to the same product page that they're on. After, and then we need to go through here and do some code for adding it to adding it to a cart, which is we need to make a cart service. So there's going to need to be a cart service that can load the items into the database, and there's going to have to be a cart repository so that we can keep track of this. So that's also very simple to do. So we're just going to pop into cart. We're going to say here, okay, jump into here, create me a JPA repository. I do want it to be JPA. Yes, we're doing it right here. Popping her in here. We're going to do this. We're going to say at repository, make this internal prop perfect. Now we're going to come in here. We don't need a DTO for this, just for what it's doing. Although we do need a service class so that we can handle this. So if we are in our cart repository, we are going to by default need to make um, a cart service. So we're going to pop in and go to, whoa, this is going to be a class, and it's going to be product service template class. What the hell? New class. Oh, it's cart service. Okay, so cart service. And then this guy is going to come back as a service. And in here, we're going to need to build out, we're going to need to, I gotta go grab some of that coffee that I made. I'll be right back. But we need to build out this service so the, um, so our cart, when somebody adds an item to it, the idea is that we're gonna send off the item to the service with the cart ID. We're gonna add the item, save the cart, and return that everything is Gucci. Um, oh wow, I've never used that word before in my life. Where the hell did that come from? Um, so, because as we go here, oh, as you see, there's different parts of this that kind of grow as the plan goes, and so now we're building a cart service, and once we are through with this, um, we should be able to see something on the screen. Should be able to see something on the screen. So we're gonna need our private final cart repository, bring that in through constructor injection, get rid of this so we don't break any bounds, and we're not actually using it. So we're gonna come down here and we're gonna make a public void for now. Add item to cart. And in here we're taking in the product DTO because that's all we care about. Um, as well as we are going to take in the UUID of the cart. From there, we will do some hocus pocus, and we are actually also going to need the private final product service. Slip that into constructor injection as well. So now we can say product service dot find by ID, and we're going to say DTO dot product ID, and then we're going to say if present, we're going to have this product. Okay, so now we have an actual physical product. So now we're going to go into the cart service. Oh, this is the cart service. Okay, so now we're going to come into the cart repository. And we're going to need to find by ID, cart ID. Okay, so this is going to do this, dot find ID, dot, or else we are going to, is that what I want? No. Or else new cart. Okay, so either give me a cached cart or create one. And then I'm going to essentially, kind of, sort of, going to go with cached cart dot products or get products. We're going to say get products dot add product, and then we're going to save the cart. I can't return that, can I? No. Oh, I guess there's nothing to return. So we're just going to go ahead and add the item to the cart, and that is exactly what it's going to do. Now, okay, so now there's a couple of other things that we have to do. Because we are going to have to add the cart to our customer, or cart ID to our customer, and then we're going to have to do the same thing with our user. Funny enough, we're going to have to add a because we are going to have an anonymous user. Okay. So we're gonna add the item to the cart. Okay. So controller is gonna call that. So where is my cart controller? Cart repository. So the product controller, products. So we're at okay. Well, okay. Get rid of that. Okay. So this is gonna be adding an item to our cart. So we're gonna come in here and we're gonna have a private final cart service. Add that bad boy in there. So now, um, okay, so I need that and post cart ID. Okay, so we're gonna have that. We have a path variable for this. Um, so there's our cart ID adding. So here's where we're just gonna add the item to the cart. Okay, what do I want to do here? Because if something goes wrong in this process, I do want to throw a conniption fit. I think that's what I want to do. You'll notice that off-the-cuff coding, there's just a bit of thinking. This whole process has been off-the-cuff coding because I don't actually know what I'm doing with this project. Like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing, if that makes sense. So I know what I'm doing, I just don't know what I'm doing. No, that still sounds the same. I know what I'm doing, I just don't know how I'm executing this. So things are being sort of off-the-cuff coded. You'll notice. Um, I must say, I hope you guys are enjoying this process and this specific project. It's kind of it's going to be an open source thing by the time I'm done tonight, and it's going to have some Spring security, some basics. I need to readdress the login, so that'll be a thing that we'll be addressing here very soon. So you're going to add the item to the cart. I'm going to go with that. Cart repository, you're going to be fine. Cart service, adding item to the cart's going to be good for now. Repository, product repository. Okay, so product repository is going to be fine for there. Cart is good for here for now. Customer, okay, product has a cart. This is going to have I'm going to put this, I guess, up here, top. But this is going to have a one-to-one cart, and the cart. Ooh, shit. Okay, so this is going to have a customer customer, customer. Okay, so that should have a 1-to-1, and this should and this is going to be cart. Why is this cart? Yeah, okay, cart. Join column. Oh, right. Cart. Add products to allowed dependency of. Oh, you son of a. Okay. Okay, so that's going with that. There's that. Okay. So the customer now is linked to a cart. The cart is linked to a customer. I think I might have to make a second cart for anonymous users. Um, hmm. No, I think it's okay. Um, okay. So I don't want the products to be empty. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make a pre-persist. Um, so this is just going to be, you know, init cart. And what I want to do is I want to check to see if products, if this happens to be null, then I want to initialize an empty list. Customer, I can't initialize a customer because that's something that needs to get set when I actually create the cart, which is going to be fucking wild now because I got to come in new cart here. And so theoretically, customer, because I'm here, shit. Um, find or create card ID. Add the card. Where am I adding this from? This is coming from here, which doesn't have the user, but the user would be in the principal. So, is it application? Application context. What happened to the application context holder? Is that no? Security context holder. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, so I'm going to take the user. There's the principal, and then there's the ID of the principal. Um, why? Yeah, so there's the principal. Okay, so I can only do certain things with it. Um, what is the best way to do this and get the user? I suppose. How was I doing it in Midnight Coder? How was I doing it in here? Um, Sitemap, profile. Mhm. So if okay, so I'm taking the authentication into here. Okay, I'm taking it into the actual consideration up here. Okay, and then what am I doing with it, Mike? From here I'm seeing, okay. Copy this, come into here, do this, snipe this, drop this. So, authenticated is this, auth user is find user by name, which is going to be not user assistance. Fucking user controller. Where is mine? What did I don't have yeah, I have a user service. User service. Yeah, yeah. Oh, don't move it. No, no, no. Cancel. Why can't I? Right. User lookup. Shout out to my man Amin, by the way. He was asking me about some things earlier, and this would be the way that you do it, Amin. Um, it would be authentication, which takes in the actual authentication. You check and see if it's null, and from in there you can do things like you can grab the principal, the credentials, details, all of that fun jazz. And it all comes through the Spring Security. Um, yeah. He asked me a question earlier about he was trying to write a similar thing where for his shop where he can do anonymous and whatnots. So this will be the way that I'm doing it, as you see, dude. For anonymous people that don't want to give their information, but you need to fill a cart, I'm going to say the owner ID is equal to a string, and I'm going to come down here and say, okay, if the authentication is not null, sorry, so yeah, if authentication is not null, and actually, you know what? I'm just going to set this right here, and we're just going to make this an no. We're just going to say is present, get rid of that, and just do this. So the owner ID is this, is going to be anonymous by default. And then if the authentication is not null, we're going to say, all right, grab the authentication by the name and use that username to find the actual authenticated user in our database. And if they are present, then the ID is going to be equal to their identity so that I can pull them up later. Um, and that's only if I need to. So now, for example, I can come in here and I can actually tag on the cart ID, um, cart owner. So I can add that here, and then I come in, I can add the third string. So now when I come in here, there's an owner ID. That owner ID is going to be the user who owns the cart. So for example, I want to say uh, cart repository dot find by or find cart by um, I think it's a customer ID. By customer. No, because that's going to bring me by customer. Um, is that where I'm actually pulling? No, because I want to get the owner is the customer. Okay, so I want the customer. So I need to this. Oh yeah, that's right too. We're going to do a required args constructor so that I can get rid of some noise. So now we're going to say private final customer service, and I want to say customer service dot find by ID, owner ID, or else throw, and this is going to be a var of cached customer. There we go. So now we're going to find the customer, return the string into a UUID, then we're going to find this, or else we're going to throw a conniption fit. Now this is going to throw a user, I want to say username not found. So if we don't find the customer, we're just going to throw in a conniption fit. Otherwise, we're going to move on with life, get over ourselves, and we're going to go ahead and fetch the cart. So we're going to say cart repository dot find cart by customer then we're going to provide the cache customer. I'm going to create that in here, which is going to come back with an optional, an optional of type cart. Find cart by customer. Why is this customer ID? So find by customer. Okay, that works. Okay, so now we're going to find the cart by the customer, and this is going to be our cached cart. So cached cart is going to do some funky shit. So we are going to say or else new, and then we're going to come down here and we're going to actually do a quick check to see if the cached cart dot fuck, what is the cache cart is what? Cart, an actual cart. Cart. Is this a cart? It's a cart. It's a cart. Cart. It's a cart. So that's gonna be gone. Yeah, no shit. So cached cart dot set customer. Set the customer to the cached customer. Oh, sorry, no, not setting the cached customer. What am I doing? I need to set that in here. That's the this. So if cached cart dot get customer is null, set the customer. There we go. And now we're going to come down here and say product service, find the product, or get us the product, and if it's present, if that product is present, we're going to say, okay, I want to take the product, take our cached cart that we've got, get the product list, add the cart, save it, and we're done. So that's it. Okay, cool. That's it for adding a thing to here, which ultimately comes from here, which okay, so that's cool. Now, if I run this, why do I even have this? Remove unused imports. Go away. Okay, so the server's on. Pop to the site. We got this. Pop in here. The carts. I can come into here. And then we got a 500. What's the 500? SQL. No such column. Cart. Oh, that's because stuff was made before I... Okay, so cafe. Turn the cafe off. And we're going to go into database. Am I already connected to it? No, I'm not. Okay, I thought I was. Okay, let's open up a connection. Okay, main, tables, look at that. So carts, good. Customers. Customers don't have cart. Okay, so customers don't have cart. So, best way to go about this is, look at that. Oh, look at that, user stuck around too, perfect. SQLite master, I don't know why that one's here, but cool. So now if I disconnect from this file and rerun the application, we should see that we have nothing in our products now. No products. Okay, cool. I don't want your products anyway. We're gonna go admin and add products. So we're gonna pop into a products page, add your first product. This bad boy is gonna be Spring into Java, Epic. Actually, you know what? We're gonna make this dark roast. Epic coffee to drink all day. Why not? And this is going to be priced at $16 an ounce. Sure. Oh, that's a thing we don't have here is like how much weight? Is it this? Is it that? Ooh, there's options to add. All right, so then we're gonna hit this. We're gonna see that it was added. We can go through. We can't view it on our admin side. Can't go back through there. But if I go to products, we're okay. I don't have a way to go back home, so I'm just gonna have to delete the address. We're gonna pop back home. I'm gonna hit products, and we have this. We have coffee that was created. I'm gonna pop in to view it. Ooh, it's so good. I'm gonna buy this right now. It's got 0 views. I need to add that to my cart. Oh, I never actually added the button. Shit. Okay, goof that up. I goofed that one. All right. Well, we're up to about 2.5 hours, so that's where I'm gonna leave this at for tonight, guys, and we'll come back to this tomorrow. Um, if you've been chilling with me this whole time, then you have no idea how much I appreciate that. If you watch this after the live stream, you have no idea how much I appreciate you. Give yourself a thumbs up because I'm giving you one right now. Pat yourself on the back, have a sip of coffee. This was an intense ride. A lot of stuff in here, especially after about the hour and a half mark, because like otherwise I was just yapping. But I hope you guys got to see a little bit about some spring stuff. I hope you learned some things. If you did, let me know in the comments what you learned, what it was. If you happen to have any questions about anything specific, also let me know in the comments so that I can answer those questions in the next video. If you just want to hang out and chill with me in Discord, I will be in Discord just hanging out. But for now, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Keep your curiosity open, your skills sharp, that coffee cup full, and I'll catch you in the igloo.